In the depths of Mount Olympus, hidden deep beneath the surface, lie 6 hidden secrets available only to the most capable of men. Secrets so powerful that if they were divulged to the public, the balance would be disrupted and the universe would explode in one massive flash of... All right, maybe I'm exaggerating a little tiny bit. But nowadays, most guys are so socially awkward and unaware that they have no idea what they're doing when they talk to a girl they like. This clumsiness they bring into their interactions turns women off immediately. So, I'm going to help you avoid this altogether. I'm going to be showing you 6 attractive traits women love. Let's get started, okay? Number 1, being direct and asking for a date. I've been on 3 dates in the last week and a half, all from dating apps. And every time I asked the girl what made her want to meet up with me, she told me that I was the most upfront and direct guy in asking her out. I wasn't weird, I didn't drag things out, I was just normal, fun, and direct in my intentions to take her out. She said it was refreshing. She said she was curious to see what else I was all about. Now, for a lot of girls, that's all it takes. Guys are so terrible at doing something as basic as asking a girl out that if you have half a brain and go for it, you'll be successful. Here's a simple message flow I like to use. If I match with a girl, my first message is, "So this means we're dating now, right?" Then after she responds, my response is typically something like, "So when am I taking you out?" Or something like, "So I guess that means we have to go on a date now, right?" Then from there, she'll usually respond positively. And you can say something like, "What's your Instagram?" or "What's your phone number? I'll just DM you and set it up." Boom. Easy. You've escalated and gotten off the dating app with soft plans to go on a date. Told you it was easy, bro. Number 2, taking charge and leading the interaction. This is really just a piggyback off number 1. If you don't take charge and lead the interaction, you leave the burden of the interaction on the girl. And believe me, she doesn't want to think about that. It makes setting up the date feel like a chore or a job for the girl, when she'd much rather just have you figure it all out and tell her where to show up and what's happening. For a girl, just showing up and looking pretty is already a lot to ask. Girls take like 3 hours to get ready, and they have a phone full of date requests from guys 24/7, so if she's gonna pick you out of everyone, you better make damn sure you make it easy for her to go on a date with you. So, when you set up a date, you want to pick the time and the place and have the whole agenda set and decided. If there's any logistics or obstacles in the way of you guys going on the date, then solve them. She's expecting you to solve them for her. The best way to set up the date is to ask vaguely about her plans. Something like, "Any big plans this week?" Or if you've already talked about the date, you can say something like, "Hey, when are you free? When's a good time for you?" So you get an idea of when she's available. Then when she tells you, you invite her on a date with a general time, like the evening or the afternoon. You can set up the specific time the day of or the day before when you follow up. If she lives far or doesn't have a car, offer to pick her up, Uber her, or whatever you need to do to solve her logistics and obstacles and get her on the date. Bottom line, take charge and take action, my disciple. Okay, number 3, make sure you're smelling sexy and irresistible at all times. The easiest way to give that girl the instant turn on when you meet her is to smell like a boss. And with our sponsor, Scentbird, you can try a new cologne every month for just $16. Scents are an emotional and full-body experience. It engages your senses in an intimate and exciting way. Combine that with some solid game and you'll have girls lining up to go on dates with you. Perhaps the best part about Scentbird is that you can try out expensive colognes for just a few bucks a month without having to commit to buying an entire bottle, which would be way more expensive. And the vials typically last much longer than 1 month, so you can stack up on fragrances at a fraction of the price. Find one you like, put it on your birthday list, and you're all set up for the rest of the year. And just for you guys using our special Zeus God link, they'll give you 30% off your first month. So you can try a new fragrance for just $11 and avoid having to spend an arm and a leg at a department store on a full bottle. I'll leave a link and a discount code in the description for you guys to check out. Trust me on this. Scentbird, okay? One of my favorite fragrances that I've been using from Scentbird are Hugo Boss The Scent. This one just screams badass boss. It's probably the most masculine scent I've ever smelled, and it's so seductive. Another one I've been using is Versace Dylan Blue, which is a super fresh fragrance that's sexy yet playful and perfect for the summertime heat. It's light enough not to be overbearing, but still lasts long as hell, and who doesn't want that, right? Again, I'll leave it all linked below along with a discount for you to get your hands on it. Okay, number 4, physical escalation. I've had so many girlfriends complain to me about guys who are too afraid to make a move on them and escalate. I know girls who have gone on multiple dates with guys and given them massive hints that they wanted the guy to make a move only for the guy to be totally oblivious or too scared to take the first step. This is the easiest way to shoot yourself right in the foot. If you don't escalate on a girl who wants you to, you'll make her feel bad about herself because she'll think you don't like her or you're not attracted to her, both of which will make her feel bad and stop talking to you, as she should. Now, escalation doesn't always mean immediately going for the kiss. Here are some easy small ways to escalate so you can get a gauge of how comfortable she is. You know, how receptive she is to your escalation. If she responds positively to these, then you can usually go for the kiss. Number 1. Sitting across the table from her and holding her hand. 2. Putting your arm around her when walking. You can do this in one of two ways. 1. You can put your arm up high around her neck or shoulder area, or go low and put your arm down around her waist or lower back. And then, of course, kissing her when you feel the time is right. Don't overthink this. If the verbal escalation and verbal communication is going well, it's typically a good sign she'll be receptive to a kiss. When it's time to kiss, slow things down. Get close to her face gently. At this point, it's obvious what you're about to do, so if she's not ready, she'll typically pull away. If she doesn't, then you can just finish it off and go all the way in for a little lip syncing, if you know what I'm saying. Number 5. Be protective, plus making her feel safe. The world is a scary and dangerous place for a girl. There's lots of creeps and desperate simps out there ready to pounce like a starving dog. Little things like grabbing her and pulling her close to you when you're out and near strangers or shady people. Leading her through crowds and ensuring she walks on the inside of the street from you, away from cars, can go a long way to show you care and make her feel safe. You see, these little things add up and show your character and show her that she can trust you to make her feel safe. And if you want a girl to be physically intimate with you, you better make damn sure you make her feel safe. Number 6. Calling out bad behavior and holding her accountable for her actions. Now, warning, this doesn't mean being a douchebag, alright? It just means that you're willing to draw the line and show the girl your boundaries. You won't be walked on, and you must be respected if the relationship is to continue. Relationships are about mutual respect. If one person doesn't respect the other, it's a recipe for disaster. So it's important to respectfully and calmly call out behavior that's disrespectful or violates your boundaries and expectations for the relationship. Key word here, being calmly and respectfully. There's nothing that's going to turn her off more than when you whine and get all triggered and emotional when she does something you don't like. All you have to do is bring it up like an adult and handle it like an adult, and it will run smoothly 9 times out of 10, as long as she knows where you stand and what you're willing and not willing to put up with. It'll make the relationship smooth sailing. And if you want to make sure all your relationships with women are smooth sailing, don't forget to check out our sponsor, Scentbird. They have top designer brands like Prada, Gucci, Versace, and more. You can choose them and use them for a fraction of the price, and if you have the discount link in the description, you can get started for just $11. If you want to be a boss, you gotta start smelling like one. So start smelling sexy and turning girls on with your scent by using Scentbird. Dude, you got this. Zeus out.